Ladies and gentlemen, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas will be impeached. The Republicans on the House Committee on Homeland Security already voted to impeach Biden's Homeland Secretary. So hit subscribe to this channel right now. I will explain to you, especially tomorrow via live stream. We'll have numerous live streams on this issue. The first live stream will be around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll have an upload before then, and I'll have a live stream also at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to ramp up the content on this channel all of February until past November and beyond, especially November of 24, when Trump regains the Oval Office, God willing. My God almighty, God willing. And he's on track. He's up in every major poll. He's up in swing states and battleground states. But we'll get to that in a second. Hit subscribe to this channel. Be here tomorrow and every day throughout November and beyond. I will be doing a whole bunch of content and videos every single day. Tell your friends about this channel and share this segment. He's being impeached, ladies and gentlemen, because he's not doing his job, and there's a human rights and national security catastrophe. It's a complete debacle. Democrats have absolutely no plan. They think that they are fooling people with a haphazard bill addressing problems that have been going on for years and years and years under their watch. Trump tried to reach out and say, here, we're going to give Dreamers citizenship for a wall. Okay? I have friends who are Dreamers. I want them to become citizens. Donald Trump gave the option to Democrats and to the country and said, here, Dreamers who have been here since they were basically since they were born, you can become citizens. Help me build this fortification to protect the country and to ensure that people don't lose their lives from illegal narcotics. A whole bunch of reasons to build that wall. Democrats, of course, said no way. They did not replace Trump's offer with anything tangible. AOC made a big issue with photos looking at the horizon, but interestingly enough, more people have lost their lives. There's been more chaos, more carnage within both countries. Okay, not just this country, within both countries. And yet nothing from Democrats. It's a complete catastrophe in many ways. So much so that you really can't go, unfortunately, on this platform, you can't go into all the human rights issues. And this is the fault of the Democratic Party. There is no vision, not just in terms of foreign policy. There's no vision. You ask yourself, well, what is Biden's vision? What is the vision of Democrats? They allow all of these atrocities to take place under their watch. It's far worse than it ever was under Trump. And they made a big deal, rightfully so, on certain issues. Trump immediately addressed those issues. And yet still it was, the Democrats are the good, righteous, morally superior political party. And yet under their watch, like with you-know-what, when more people lost their lives in Biden's first year, things are far worse now. The question is, what is the Democratic Party's vision? What is President Biden's vision? What does he expect out of basically anarchy in the southern geographic region of our country? You have states now threatening to secede. It's complete chaos. What's the end game? I'm asking these questions because I don't know. I actually don't know. Do you watch this channel? Very rarely do I say I don't know. Very rarely do I ask questions like this. But I have no clue. I don't know what the policy of Democrats are. They're not advancing any bill or legislation to help these people, and they don't want, when human beings enter this country and they're sent to blue states or blue cities or Martha's Vineyards, immediately they're shipped back to Florida or Texas. So the Democrats who are complaining about how Trump's rhetoric is xenophobic are the biggest hypocrites of all time. It's a national security issue, okay? Democrats have stated, oh, Trump is a national security problem, when in reality, they have redefined national security, which is what they do with words all the time. They redefine national security as whatever is good for the Democratic Party. So emails showing that Bernie Sanders was cheated in his own political party's primary is a national security issue because another country wanted you to know. Trump was impeached, not on a crime. Both times. What crimes did he commit? What high crimes and misdemeanors did he commit? He didn't commit a crime speaking to that president, the president of that country. He didn't commit a crime asking if Biden had committed, asking if a Democrat had actually committed crimes. That's not a criminal act to ask questions about Biden. It's not a criminal act. An ellipsis, that's all they had on Trump. That wasn't a criminal act. Yet they impeached him. So now they're saying, well, Mayorkas shouldn't be impeached. He's not doing anything that's criminal. Well, that's up for debate. You have an ongoing catastrophe now, and the administration's doing nothing. Absolutely nothing about it. And everyone sees this. You know, the interesting thing is, this topic for independents, 60 to 70% of independent voters say that this is a very major crisis and very important topic for them. And then you come out with, there's one Quinnipiac poll, Biden's leading Trump among independents by 8 or 10 points. That's complete nonsense. On the economy, on this topic, on foreign policy, these are all issues independent voters care about. All of those topics have turned into complete debacles under this presidency. And the only thing people didn't like about Trump was the media meltdown. His policies were good policies. Or I should say, let's just put it this way. You can't argue with Trump's economy. Nobody can argue with Trump's economy. We had record low poverty. We had record highs in household median income. We didn't have inflation at 7 to 9% at one point. And then we didn't have interest rates at close to 7 to 8%. Trying to bottle up inflation, they say, is at 3%, which is complete nonsense. We didn't have all of these problems. We had record low poverty and record low unemployment. And we had people with money to spend. We didn't have record highs in credit card debt. Biden's economy is being fueled by credit card debt and other forms of debt. So you have a situation where this is a major, major topic because it's a human rights catastrophe. You don't see AOC, you don't see Bernie Sanders, you don't see the far left in Congress saying anything about it because it's a Democrat in the Oval Office. And so it's like the hypocrisy is unbelievable. The hypocrisy is absolutely unbelievable. Then they say, well, he's only doing his job from a Democratic Party perspective. You can't impeach Mayorkas. Well, yeah, you can. You impeached Trump twice because you said that he was acting inappropriately in a phone conversation. He wasn't convicted of any crime in that phone conversation. A phone conversation was enough to impeach Trump. Meanwhile, you have an absolute unmitigated catastrophe in the southern geographic region of our country, and Democrats saying, we can't impeach him for that. Which is worse, a phone conversation asking about an obviously corrupt bribery and graft scheme, almost certainly linked to Hunter and Joe, or what's taking place right now? So he's already been voted on the House committee to be impeached. They'll vote for him the next couple of days on the House floor to impeach him. He's already essentially been impeached. Then they're going to impeach Biden. And so this is worse than the human rights catastrophe. Democrats claim to care about human beings. More people are suffering in the most horrific an atrocious and terrible and despicable and barbaric manner than at any point in Trump's presidency. And on this platform, we can't talk about the realities of the situation. And yet AOC and Bernie Sanders are nowhere to be found. Gee, I wonder why. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. I will be here all throughout, every single day throughout, and be here in November of 24. We're ramping up the content on this channel. We're going to get to hopefully 300,000 plus subs and beyond. Thank you so very, very much.